let it go. I am one with the wind and... I can't sing. I don't have an idea for a video. I'm just feeling so chipper. I'm feeling more chipper than the store next door. See, I say that because most of the things they sell to eat are chips. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Why start the camera running when you have nothing to say? Well, I don't know. I got to use up those data minutes. I mean, it's Friday. The apocalypse is on Sunday. Like, what am I saving them for? You know, it might not seem like I'm having fun, and a lot of the time I'm not, but I also kind of am with this whole God in a human body thing. I'm trying to explain, I'm trying to think of, like, how could a human conceptualize this? The closest thing I can come up to is, like, if you ever watched a cartoon, like, think of the cartoon characters as having their own reality. But the cartoon characters, their faculties of perception and cognition are as flat as they are. So imagine you could somehow transfer yourself into a cartoon world and then slowly dial up your awareness to your full three-dimensional awareness while being in the cartoon world. You'd be like, oh my God, I am just so much smarter than everyone that I would have to dumb myself down just to seem intelligent to them. And then you get to a point where you're like, that's actually exhausting, dumbing myself down enough to seem intelligent to them. I don't care about their opinion. I'm just going to do my stuff. And then that's when it just gets more and more hilarious as you progress along your not giving a fuck axis. I didn't explain that well, but I mean, just feeling real, just like feeling my own emotions, feeling the emotions of a deity when you're in a human body. It just really makes you feel alive. Like, you don't appreciate the power of your own emotions when they're consistent with the ontological level that you're occupying. But they are something else if you go to a lower level. Because he's just like, oh, I mean, they're just my regular emotions, but I'm in a frail, pathetic meat sack, so they seem like hurricanes. It really makes you feel alive. And of course, there's the humor and hilarity. If you're someone who's thought, sometimes I suspect that there is a God, and he's laughing at all of us. Congratulations on your adroit intuition. I'm laughing at myself too. But it's not just for shits and giggles. I mean, I guess, imagine. Here's how things work. The tools of creation are the toys of humans. Music, mathematics, even dancing, poetry, humor. These are the toys of humans, but they're the tools of creation. I couldn't explain this in any way you could understand, but if you want a plane to curve around and intersect with itself orthogonally, you definitely need hilarity to accomplish that, because, I mean, you got a plane. You want it to intersect with all of its own dimensions at right angles. It's got to bend a lot. But, just little detail about God shit. Like, you can't bend a plane around to intersect with itself orthogonally without it eventually developing fatal fractures and fatal errors, both of which are as bad as they sound. In order to get a plane to flex that much through a higher dimension, you need a lot of hilarity in there. I'm not... It's not all the dimensions, by the way, just the ones that have, like, a non-null value on the linguistic axis. So, your string theory dimensions, those ones don't need hilarity. There's 6 of those, by the way. So, there's 26 dimensions. You got your 4-dimensional reality. You got another 6 dimensions, so you have a total 10-dimensional reality, and then creation itself has a total of 26 dimensions. Not that any of that's useful to you. Sometimes I like to make a little list of shit. By the way, I'm not saying that any of the versions of string theory are correct per se. I'm just saying, pardon me, that 6 of your dimensions are super tiny and bundled up. And not really all that useful for creation at large. They just keep the science of your reality stable. They're really boring dimensions, in the humble opinion of God. By the way, somebody had a thought. I mean, it's a good thought that it's grown to 26 dimensions over time. No, no, no. Creation has been 26 dimensional since its inception. That's why it took countless fucking eons of this motherfucker getting his ass kicked by evil before I could strike that flame of goodness. Had to learn how to parse the flow of things so that, man, try to explain God shit. Why even bother? It's just, you gotta keep the shit from touching the other shit so it doesn't cancel. And so, like, if you want to really get down to creating, you have to harness that binary symmetric pair creation that the relationally symmetric substrate can do. But you gotta keep the thing away from the anti-thing long enough to convert both of them to other stuff that can't cancel, and for that, you have to have shit flowing in 26 dimensions. Like, no fewer than that will work. So even in my simplest form, 26 dimensional. Alrighty, well, let's see, gotta pee, do my chore, go to work, end this world and bring in a whole new one. Got a lot on my plate.